Let's go, ladies. Hit the like button. Maybe hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, speaking of ladies, the Oklahoma softball regional champs, even though, Jay, it was a struggle, they left a lot of runners on base again. Uh, so I don't know. I thought the pitching was great. I thought they hit the ball okay. I mean, put runners on at least, but they just couldn't get the big hit today. But hey, it doesn't matter. Another great regional champion for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, they get the win. You look at the regional, May and Maxwell dominated the regional for Oklahoma, especially with the control. The control as pitchers without, I mean, the walks were zero, I think, unless they walked one late in the game today. It was at 0 at one point through the whole regional. Good to see May do that, pitch well in a good big game. I'm shocked Kirsten Deal didn't pitch one pitch in the regional. I'm absolutely shocked she didn't get one pitch in the region. I'll say that. Second off, I'll say this. The stranded base runners are a problem. You get through the regional, you won't win a natty, in my opinion, if you keep stranded runners out. You got to have those clutch two-out hits. And I don't know what they're going to do down in the bottom of that lineup, what they end up doing.
Riley Ludlam.
Sydney Sanders is having struggle right now hitting the ball.
Riley Ludlam needs to be in the lineup the first game of Super Regionals. Period. Fact. That's it.
Somebody commented on an earlier video and said they could even go Torres at first.
Well, that's what they put Torres at first in the bottom of the seventh in a one-run game. Obviously, they trust her.
Yeah, so FSU did pull away late, Mark. They were 3-3 there late in the game, and then they end up dominating. But
hey, in my opinion, the best thing that could happen for OU is a team coming in hot, where people are all talking about a team that's going to be dangerous to OU. I think that could be good. All is well, Jen.
All is well.
Ron's talking about hero ball or NIL ball. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but yeah, you got to bench Sanders right now. Have to.
I think the reason she's been playing is because of her defense.
But then why would you pull her in a one-run game, Jay?
I don't know, Jeremy. I'm just telling you. I think that's why she's been playing.
It doesn't make sense.
We'll see.
It doesn't make sense.
They got to start getting the big two-out hits. And Oregon was a very good team. And if you look at who they in the regional, they dominated Boston University twice, pretty much run rolled them. So for OU to kind of shut them down again, I thought was great. Good to see May pitch really well. I would assume Florida State, you're going to see Maxwell start game one. And then I don't know about game two. Is it going to be May? Is it going to be Deal? Here's my problem. And here's the issue I have is this. If you don't start Deal, I'm not a big Kirsten Deal fan out of the bullpen. I don't think she pitches well in the bullpen. I think you look at her stats, she struggles. Whereas I think May could come in out of the bullpen and do pretty well. So I don't know. We'll see what they do.
Hey, Ron, I doubt Sanders enters the portal why would she enter? She plays every night. The ones that are going to enter the portal are maybe someone like I won't even say names because I don't want to right now.
Mizzou played Omaha, did they not?
I thought Washington was done last night, Jay.
Mizzou played Omaha tonight and took two games to do 1-0, I believe, in the ninth. Maybe.
I tell you what I was really impressed with today. It's a 3-2 game. Nicole May, bottom of the fourth, strikes out the side. That was impressive.
Yeah, and Tone Lowe, thanks for joining again. Appreciate it. Playing these close games are good for them. Going to be a lot of tight games in these playoffs. I agree with that 1,000%. And pretty much, I think every game on out, it could be a tight game. I mean, it just is. This Oklahoma team, I don't think right now the way they're hitting the ball is just – I mean, you look at the run games they run well even in this regional. It was late in the game when they got going. I mean, they didn't hit a whole lot early in the game. So it was a great day of softball. They get another regional. They get the Super Regional next weekend. And then you get in the World Series. And, guys, for everybody that's been doubting the Sooners, you get to the World Series, you're 1 of 8. And OU, most experienced team there. So,
Jay, I've picked them to win the Natty all year. So, Jay, who out of the top 8 has lost?
What's that?
Who out of the top 8 has lost?
Well, you got Texas, OU, Tennessee, The Hogs lost. They were 12.
They were 12, though.
13 Southeast Louisiana gone. Baylor's moving on. I don't know if any of the top 8 have lost. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if any of the top 8 have lost, Jimmy.
Well, I saw someone say that. I saw someone say OU would play Duke in the opening round of the College World Series if it started today. I don't understand that. I thought it'd be Missouri.
Missouri, that was people were banking on Missouri losing today.
Oh, okay. That must have been why. Because, yeah, it should be OU Missouri in the first round.
Here's what I'll say. I don't think any extra pressure. I do think the regionals to Oklahoma is almost like they do that in their sleep. So I do think it's a little pressure because you're expected to. But guys, OU's expected to be – they're expected to be in the championship. They're the number 2 seed overall, right? So
yes.
I am so hoping for an OU Texas championship. I think it'd be outstanding.
Would you rather have OU Texas or OU OSU?
OU Texas.
And Hunter. And Hunter, I really think that OU might be better off if they all went out, the top 8, and it's OU Missouri. OU's got to stay away from Kennedy, I think.
Didn't they all win out? Who are we missing?
They did. I'm thinking. I'm saying in the next round, even
in the next round, yeah. Florida's a scary team. Damon, that's a great point, great comment. And Jocelyn and Erickson doing great things at Florida. That is a great point. Florida is a scary, scary team. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Minnesota gets the win tonight over Denver. Crazy, down 15. They come back to win.
Despite Anthony Edwards actually throwing just a horrible game out there.
Hey, but you know what Minnesota has, though? They got
Carl Anthony Towns and Gobert, Jay.
And Reed.
And Nas Reed is who they have.
They got
They're
three
a good
really
team.
good bigs. 3 really good bigs.
Yeah.
I think Thunder might have had trouble with them with the bigs. So
Thunder's just not there yet. They need to get a big.
Here's what's disappointing. And I'm sorry, I don't think many people are going to watch it. Dallas, Indiana finals. Good chance of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're comparing people to Jordan on here. I don't know who is, but
I'm not.
Why is everything Jordan? Jordan is the best ever. I'm not comparing anyone to Jordan. Jordan's the GOAT of all time, and no one will ever be close to him.
Florida Baylor's a great super regional. Hey, Hunter, I don't know if you're able to drop some of the good matchups for the super regional. If you can, if not, it's fine. There's some really good matchups, I think, for the super regionals. So
I like the Pacers, Gray God.
I like the Pacers too, but I like them a lot better than Boston, I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
Hey, Eric, let me say one thing on this. I'm not going to talk about after this. I understand you're saying bad games happen and he gets doubled every time. You cannot say that and then in the same comment be on there last night talking about how Shea's passing the ball up when Edwards did the same thing. Shea had 38 points, whatever it was. So you can't talk out to both sides. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to talk about Edwards. He had a bad game. They won the game. He's a great player. But you can't say Shea's awful and Edwards is great and say Shea played a bad game. He scored 35 points. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. I get too fired up. Burden. Hey, I watched Burden Kareem Chester. I was born in 77. So, yeah, I didn't watch highlights. I watched them live. They're great. So.
6'8" tight end from Pensacola. Haven't heard that, but hey, how about this?
Tight end's you, man. They got Luke Haas.
Hey, how about this? 247 Sports. 247 Sports came out with it today. OU right now, number 1 ranked class in the SEC. As of now.
As of now, correct.
As of now, because LSU lost a big commit. So I love the Texas versus A&M matchup. Love it.
All those matchups, Jay, they're elite matchups this weekend.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of SEC teams. A lot of SEC teams in there.
Ron's got the Z's on.
Bobby thinks the kid's going to end up playing basketball. We'll see. We'll see.
What star is he on football? 3-star?
Not sure, Jeremy. Not sure. Don't ask me. I may go off on a little bit of rant here. for a second.
Jay, rant since when? You never do.
Just something, and I know I'm going to get called out on it, okay? Yeah, big storm's getting ready to hit OKC. I know I'm probably going to get called out on this, so just I'm going to pre-warn it with that. I'm going to get called an old head. I'm going to get called you're dumb, especially if we've got young people on here. But if I see another grown man, celebrity, football player, basketball player, anybody grown up 30 years or older, shotgunning a beer on a stage, I may lose my mind. I'm getting tired of it. You see George Kittle at a concert, he's shotgunning 3 beers, pouring them all over his face. Come on. I mean, is that big? I mean, why is it always praised when they're doing that? I think it's kind of silly.
Jay, that's my issue. To you, hey, my issue, I agree with you, Jay. My issue, though, is to you, your own, if you're going to do that, but the celebration of it is ridiculous.
I don't hate fun. I think it's ridiculous. And I do live a little, but listen, I think it's ridiculous that why is that like so like awesome that they're pouring beer all over their face on a stage? I just don't get it.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know why they're. Yeah, again, that's not my kind of thing. But
I'm a get off your lawn type guy, I guess.
Yeah, you are, Jay, and I don't either, Bobby. But I don't like the phrase "let them live" because, in my opinion, it's allowing. What kind of picture is that painting for young people?
Well, what I think
who are watching these guys.
What I think was funny is Brock Purdy was on the stage with George Kittle, and he was just passing the beers out. It was kind of funny. But great role models, Damon. And let me say something else. Travis Kelce, speaking
who's great role models?
Shotgunning a beer, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, whatever.
Who's great role models, Jay? I don't think those guys
I think they're being sarcastic. Damon's being
sarcastic. I think Brock Purdy is. James says they're all scary, and they are. OU's going to have to be on the game, but let's just face it. They won today, and they weren't really spot on hitting the ball. But their pitching, OU's pitching has been really, really good. Haven't given any free passes out.
Yeah, that's been great.
Defense has been phenomenal. Riley Boone's dart home today, massive.
Torres made a good, Brito made a good play at third. This is probably this regional, the 2 games May pitched, probably the best her stuff has looked in a long time. The movement on it, she had really good movement. The control was good. So, yeah. Listen. Everybody to each your own. I agree, to each your own. But all that is done for publicity in front of people, and I think it's ridiculous the kind of what it's putting out there. But whatever.
And I won't say something because
they're not my role model. They're not.
I'm not going to get off on something I could say right now, but I agree. They didn't agree to be role models. Whether you agree or not, you got to look at it. I'm a role model. Hey, wait. Whether you agree or not, NFL players are role models. They didn't sign up for it, but sorry, when you're getting paid and kids are watching you, that comes with the territory, in my opinion.
Oh wow, tornado in El Reno. Hey, if you're in El Reno, I take cover for sure. Hey, one thing, the golf tournament today, Xander Schauffele won. But you know what? I like Bryson DeChambeau. I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't
like him.
I like him. I love it. He's pretty class dude, like going to talk to Xander after. And then he threw that ball to that kid. Did you see that?
No.
He threw a ball to a kid in the audience, and this older man grabbed it and walked off with it. And he like chased him down, pointed at him, and said, "Give it to that kid." It was pretty good. Anyway, hey, speaking of football, here we go. Here's a comment.
I don't like DeChambeau though, Jay.
Christian Evans, MVP at UA camp, think he is so underrated because he made the switch from O-line to defensive tackle. Think he has a chance to be a stud. I would agree with that comment, Bobby. But we've kind of thought OU might get another defensive tackle out of the portal. Kind of been quiet.
Yeah, Jay, there's nothing going on football-wise right now.
Not right now. Not till June.
Who's your pick for most possible upset of supers?
You have to commit in about 4 days, I believe, from Oga. I think it's like 3 or 4 days, if I remember right.
I believe it's Hunter will know for sure, but I thought the portal's closed right now. Grad transfers are a little different, though. Yeah, and Monty, I'm not going to put Monty. That's exactly what I was going to say a few minutes ago when I said I'm not going to say it. But you're right. You're absolutely right, Monty. In my opinion,
CJ, great question, CJ. Who is your picks for most possible upsets and supers?
I got one that you're going to be shocked on.
Who's that?
A&M
Over Texas?
Watch.
No. I don't think so. I think UCLA will be upset.
They're playing really well, Jay.
I think another team that where's Georgia ranked? Are they
not high, Jay?
Well, I don't think Georgia's advancing. So,
Jen, my wife's in the other room right now watching Idol. She's a diehard.
I'm watching Idol. Please don't Jen, let me tell you this. I watched it up to the live. I paused it. I'm going back in there after the live to finish it off. Do not tell me who wins.
Who do you have winning, Jay?
Abby's going to win.
Jay.
I like Will a lot, but I think Abby's
Factor cap, Jay. Voice is better than Idol.
What?
Factor cap, voice is better than Idol.
No chance.
Oh, absolutely, Jay.
Cap.
Oh, drop it in the chat, guys. Factor cap, voice is better than Idol. It's a fact, Jay.
Hey, listen. In my family, me and my wife watch shows together. Me and my family watch shows together. But American Idol is pretty much the only one I watch by myself because everybody else now is kind of like, we don't like it anymore. I like it. I still watch it. So there you go.
Voice is better. Voice is better. A
Hello.
lot of people are saying voice is better. I think Minnesota's got a great chance to win it all. But the team I'm pulling for right now, I want the Pacers to be the national champs, NBA champions. I love Halliburton.
Yeah,
they're both.
I think it'd be cool, but Jeremy, if Indiana's in the finals, and if it's Indiana and Mavs, nobody's
Miles Turner's not bad, Jay.
But nobody's going to watch that, Jeremy.
Oh, I agree.
That would be the
Dallas market's pretty good, Jay. You're right, Gray God. Simon Cowell left. Randy Jackson left. He doesn't look great. And it's garbage.
I know. Listen, Hunter. I know Dallas is a massive market. Don't get me wrong. Go look at their ratings last time they were in the finals, bud.
Was that with Dirk, or did Luka make the finals?
I thought it was Dirk.
I don't think Luka's made the finals, has he?
No.
Blake, I agree. I'm done watching basketball this year as well.
I think the best matchup to watch would be Boston versus Minnesota, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, there you have it. Hey, trivia. Boom, 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 trivia tonight. Listen, here we go. Got a lot of softball people on there, too. So, before we get the question, fanstop.com. When you get off the live, go check it out. You will not be disappointed all the gear they got. Officially licensed merchandise, OU gear. Check it out. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. And use code SURGE. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. Okay? Here we go. This trivia, I asked Jerry and Hunter this one earlier. Neither of them got it. So I want to see if you Sooner fans can get this. Here we go. The last time OU softball did not make a super regional, who was the running back for Oklahoma football? The starting running back, the star running back, I would say. So, who do you think it was, Sooner fans? Last time OU softball did not make a super regional, who was the running back for Oklahoma? If you're on Twitter, you probably saw it today.
Hey, I said I wasn't going to talk much basketball, but I do not understand why on earth we're talking about Minnesota winning it all and Edwards being the MVP, creating massive separation between him and SGA. Like,
14 years ago, Tone Logue, who was the running back? Hey, Mike, thanks so much for becoming a member again. Appreciate that so much, Mike. It means a lot.
And congrats on the fishing trip.
There's the answer. I think Teresa, back-to-back nights, Teresa.
If it's softball, watch out. Teresa might get him off.
DeMarco Murray. Isn't that a crazy stat? I mean, that's just dominance.
What year would that have been, Jay?
2011, 12, 10, something like
Not
that.
sure. Jay, do you like this stuff right here?
What?
Simply?
Yeah, I love that stuff. But are you drinking it out of the bottle?
Absolutely, Jay.
Get a cup.
No one else drinks it at the house. Jay.
You drink out of the bottle?
Oh, man. Yes.
Why?
It's better out of the bottle, Jay. Factor cap, guys. Coca-Cola, better out of a glass bottle than anything else.
No, can. All day long, can.
Oh, glass bottle, Jay?
Can. Cold can of Coke, man. Can't beat it. Although I don't
Jay, I was going to do what those guys do up on stage with my orange juice.
Dude, so right now, if you'll chug that and pour it on your face right now.
I'm not.
No, right now.
Let me live, okay? I can be a role model, too, with my orange juice.
Stand up right now. Pour that on your face and chug it. Right now. Do it. Come on.
No, I don't want to have to.
Do it.
I don't.
Right.
I would chug it, but I'm not.
Bottle. I'll do it with my water bottle.
You'll pour it on your head?
I'll pour it all over my face. I'll be one of those 40-year-old guys, except it's not a beer, okay? And
glass Coke, real Mexican Coca-Cola in a bottle, Clark. You speak my language now. Same with Dr. Pepper with real sugar. Oh, my goodness.
I don't drink soda, so. Do you call it pop or soda?
I call it pop, Jay.
Hey,
we grew up together, Jay.
Factor cap, pop or soda?
It's pop. Jay, when you go to the store, do you get a cart or a buggy?
I haven't got a buggy?
Yeah.
Please tell me you do not call that thing a buggy.
I absolutely call it a buggy.
It's a shopping cart, dude.
You say shopping cart?
I don't know of anybody that says buggy unless you're a 2-year-old kid.
Get a buggy.
I'd be shocked if somebody on here says buggy, okay?
Team Buggy, where you at? Team Buggy, I'll be the voice. Team Buggy.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on here is going to say buggy, so.
Yeah, Bobby, you're right. It was invented in Oklahoma.
There it is. Cart. I haven't seen a buggy yet. So
I don't care what people say. I call it a buggy, Jay.
Please tell me you haven't asked anybody where the buggies are in a store.
I don't need to ask you. I know where buggies are at the store. They're up front, Jay. What?
Are you talking
about? You don't know where the shopping carts are, Jay?
Are you talking about insects, buggies, little bugs?
Hey, you want to know the sign of a true character person, Jay?
What's that?
Someone who puts the buggy back where it goes. That in the parking lot. That is a true sign of integrity, in my opinion. That should be on every interview question.
Do you always do it?
I always put the buggy.
You've never not put it up.
I've never left it just in the middle of the parking lot. No.
But you've never left it on a curb or
on it. No, Jay. No, Jay. That's atrocious.
I haven't either. I'm just asking.
Mark, I'm glad grandmother says buggy like me.
Hey, I think for you thinking it's a buggy, you got to chug that and pour it on your face right now.
Let me ask you something, Jay. And this is, I hate to even.
Oh, this is a great one, though.
Stocking.
I'm neither. I say bogging cap.
I say bogging cap.
Bogging hat. Bogging hat.
Jay, I don't like Capri Suns. I definitely like the Kool-Aid Jammers. And let me ask you a trivia, Jay.
Hey, real quick.
I got another trivia right now.
Okay, but real quick, let me answer Corey's question. I'm getting it kind of because I'm going to get it for my son for his birthday. Probably he's going to get it, so I'll kind of have it too if I want to play it. I probably won't play it.
I got a trivia question. I got a major question about OU football.
Yeah.
That I want to talk about the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
First trivia question is this. I'm drinking Simply right here. Back in the day, Jay, we used to have something called, and it's still out there, Jay, Sunny Delight, Sunny D. Can you tell me the mantra or the motto from the commercial back in the 80s, 90s?
Yeah, I know it.
Someone will know this.
You always go with some random TV or movie trivia. How's that even sports related?
It's not.
I mean, I know the answer, but what?
It's taking people a while, Jay.
A football question.
Hey, thanks again, Mike.
No reason to apologize.
Hey, Tang is unbelievable. And someone drop in the motto from the 80s, 90s commercial, and you'll get a point. But, Jay, let me ask you.
What's in your fridge? That's not it.
What is the mantra or motto from the commercial, Sunny D commercials? It's 3 words. Yep. Hey, Jay, I got a major question about OU football that I'd like for you to answer.
You're teasing us. What is it?
Maybe I wait till tomorrow night.
Oh, don't wait. Come on, dude.
My question is this. It seems like in past, I wouldn't say something major happens in July, but what is the next major story going to be before the season? Will there be a major story that breaks before the season begins? And if so, what might it be, Jay?
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
Obey your thirst might have been something they said. That's not the phrase I'm talking about.
2 people have said, "Oh yeah, magic." That's not the one I'm thinking about. I think it's closer to what Mark's putting. Kind of, he put a word.
It has to do with what Mark says.
Mark's got 1 word correct in there, from what I can see.
Am I Arch right? Is sitting out the year. Well, yeah. If Ewers plays, he's not playing. Arch isn't playing.
Jeremy, your trivia question, nobody's gonna get. Let me just go ahead and say it.
Say it then, Jay.
Unless somebody knows it. I don't think anybody's going to get it, but it's your mom's cool, isn't it?
It is. It's your mom's cool. That's exactly right, Jay.
That's his big news. Art sits out.
Monty's big news. Monty says something big happens. We get 2 5-star O linemen. I'd love that. Obey your thirst is Sprite. Jay, will there be some big news breaking story about OU football before the season begins?
I'm not a psychic. I mean, what do you want me to answer here? I'm so confused.
I don't know. I'm just bringing it up for discussion, Jay.
What's your discuss? Guessing if there's something big going to happen?
Well, I mean, 2 5-star O linemen is big.
Yeah, but I don't consider that anything for this season. Wow, tornado warning in Norman. I did not think that storm was going to stay together that long.
We've never had a surge, but actually the name Sooner Surge comes from weather terms more than anything else. I don't know if you guys knew that. Little history of the Sooner Surge. We came up with that name because of the weather terminology of surge. Isn't that right, Jay?
Correct. That is correct. Hey,
some of you guys have been with us for a long time. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, the recruiting stuff, though, I know it's not next year. And I want to get to Eric's after this. But the recruiting stuff over June and July, that's what all the talk's going to be, is recruiting. Because I think it's going to be big time for Oklahoma. And I think they're going to pretty much fill most of their spots before the season starts. So,
and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say something to what Eric says here. I've heard that as well, Eric. And I think it would be a travesty and a major mistake on OU's part to sacrifice facilities for playing players buku amounts of money. Buku amounts of money. It would be a travesty, and it would hurt them long term.
Here's my issue.
It may not hurt them short term. It would destroy them long term.
Here's my thing about it. Okay, when they got rid of Drew blanked on his name now. The facility guy
golly, Jay. Don't say it in the chat. That.
When he left, all that stuff that they had proposed, they basically stopped from what I'd heard, right? And the facilities. But here's the deal. Quote, from any podcast I've watched with anybody from OU NIL on it, quote, the collectives, the fans are what help pay for NIL, not the revenue. So where does the revenue go? Can't that go to facilities?
Yes, Jay, you're right.
So where's the revenue go in this situation? You see what I'm saying? if the collectives are paying for the NIL, revenue pays for what? Coaches' salaries and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a money man behind it. I'm just asking questions.
And Mark puts an interesting thing about, I did not see the article. Xavier Worthy saying Texas' locker room way better than Chiefs facilities. Not surprising.
Chiefs just win. What's it matter?
Well, I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, guys, it's no longer college sports, professional sports. It's all professional sports.
Let me ask this question. Serious question here. Moving forward with NIL. Before NIL, one of the most important things for recruits was facilities, weight room, all of it. You heard it all the time. Look at the SEC facilities. OU's going to have to step it up. Now with NIL, what is more important, facilities or NIL? I'm asking a serious question. Paying the players or upgrading your facilities? You cannot say both. Answer the question.
I personally think it's facilities.
More important than NIL.
Depends on what type of player you want, Jay.
I can see it if your facilities are just crap. But if you have pretty good facilities.
Hey, Jay, I mean, NIL is more important to get a player. Jay.
Players.
Hunter said they're not finished.
I thought that would be the answer. NIL.
Hunter said that they're not finished with the stadium renovations, but I thought they were going to just cease that stuff.
Yeah, and I think Tone Loke answered it about as perfectly as you can answer that question. NIL right now until they fix the NIL situation and get it under control, and then maybe back to facilities.
Hey, Jay.
But, hey, Jeremy, let me ask you this. Hey, your son can go play for this school and get paid $100,000. Facilities aren't great, or they can go to this school and get $10,000, but the facilities are amazing.
Well, if we're comparing 100 to 10, if it's 190,000, I would go to the facilities. So we don't know what it is, but Hunter, that's what I'm saying. They stopped it. They're ceasing it. It's done.
Hunter says it won't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
So because NIL,
it's a travesty. So the fans are paying NILs, and then the fans don't get better seating and things like that. That's not right, Jay.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that it's right or wrong. I'm just asking the question. I'm just the messenger here. So, and I agree with that, guys. Eric and Hunter both putting over 100,000. That would be amazing. And here's what doesn't make sense to me. The more seats you have, the more money you make, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my next trivia. I was going to ask it tonight, but I forgot. Miami of Ohio got 160 home runs. OU still holds the record at 161.
OU still gets the record. Yeah, crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate everyone on a Sunday night joining us.
Good chat.
Again, we've been doing this not even a year, not even close to a year, actually. But we've got some longtime viewers, and we've got new viewers, and we appreciate every one of you equally. We appreciate it. Thanks for the content tonight and the discussion and conversation. Appreciate you all. Sooner Legend Podcast. Thanks for re-upping the membership. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate everyone on here tonight. We'll see you all tomorrow night on Monday. Happy Monday, and Boomer.
Sooner.